Ayrton Senna, was at the start of the first race of the 1994 season, the Brazil Grand Prix, my home race. I was ready to win the World Championship title and put in a strong performance in front of my home fans. I felt I was capable of winning the title with the new car, the Williams Renault, but I knew I had to work hard to achieve that goal. I had won many victories and World Championship titles in the last few years and I wanted to continue this success story. Unfortunately, I had technical problems with my car and had to retire from the race. I was disappointed with this result and worked hard to solve the problem and prepare for the next race in Aida, Japan. I focused on the mistakes I had made and worked hard on my car to make sure I would not suffer the same fate again. I analyzed the track data and worked closely with my team to get the best possible result. Unfortunately, I was unlucky again and did not finish in Aida. I was disappointed with these results and worked harder to prepare for the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola. I knew I had to put in a strong performance to get back into the World Championship fight. I worked hard on my car and analyzed the track data to make sure I would get the best possible result. I was ready for the challenges of the Imola track and knew I had to be careful not to get in danger. Qualifying started and I was ready to give my best. I had a good lap and secured first place on the grid, pole position. I was happy with my performance and knew I had a good chance to win the race. On race day itself, I was ready to compete. I had a good feeling for my car and knew I was in a position to fight for the win. I started the race strongly, maintained my lead and moved to the front of the field. I led the first few laps confidently, but unfortunately a tragic accident occurred on lap 8. I lost control of my car entering the Tamburello corner and crashed into the wall. The accident was terrible and I suffered serious injuries. I was immediately taken to hospital, but unfortunately the doctors could do nothing more for me. I lost my life because of the accident. My death was a big blow to the racing world and my fans and colleagues were mourning the loss of one of the greatest racing drivers of all time. I never had the chance to fulfill my potential with this car and realize my dream of a fourth title. The death was considered a great loss for the Formula One world and for myself. I will always be remembered and my achievements will always be celebrated as a legend in Formula One history. The accident was a terrible event that shook the racing world and it will be remembered forever.